program is intended for immature audiences.
Welcome to the Northern Union Vape Show. It is a Sunday night. It's time for a little bit of chatting. So you got on tonight, you got myself, Benny Vapes. We've got the one and only JP Gardner World, whatever he wants to call himself this week. We've also got Mr. Luke LPC Vapes. We've also got the one and only Mr. Hanky Panky. And we've got a special guest on, which is...
Pickled Ric.
He's 9 3/4. It is Ric Modmaker, or better known as Pickled Ric. If you
That's an old name.
Show.
Thanks for having me on.
Yes, no problems. If you are in chat, just have a look at the top and see if you're in Twat Chat. If you're in Twat Chat, swap it over to live chat or to every chat or whatever it's called on your device, and you'll keep up with what we're doing and not go, I'm still in Top Chat. So, yeah. Everybody's. You see, public service announcement always works. So yeah, so we're back. It's a new year, a new start. We got a new splash screen. Haven't done a new intro yet, but that will be coming up. Just haven't had time. Holidays go that quick during Easter, during Christmas. 1 minute you're off, and next minute you're back at work. It just flies. So, and then I was pissed on Wednesday in between. So,
yes, you were very, 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 very. Say no more.
I'll drink to that.
Yes, I got pictures. Yes. I got pictures. But I won't show
you. If you know, Rick, I do mixing show on a Wednesday night, which is DIY mixing, and on the Christmas we do a vodka mixing. So we put concentrates in vodka. Because if you didn't know, it's quite good. You put your concentrates in a vodka with a bit of super sweet or simple syrup, if you want. It tastes quite nice. So we had a few of us on and got extremely drunk on vodka. Right, so before we go any further, we will get Mr. Anker, do you want to read out chat?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm here. There we go, chat. I'm not going to do participants because there's not a lot in there. So I hope everyone can hear me. My mic's loud enough. If not, tough. Hello, 60 watt guy, good evening. I'm just going to say Happy New Year to everybody, but I'm just going to mention your names. So 6 watt guy, hello, good evening. Good evening, Craig D. Jackson, Stephen, how you doing? Bearded Vape Guard, gingerbread man sat in the corner saying nothing. Hello, Big Andy, good evening to you, sir. I hope you're very, very well. We got JP's Will sat up in the corner as usual, miserable face like fuck. All right, James. I'll get you back, you bitch. Who else we got? And we got Merrick. Good evening, Merrick. We got Ben M. Go on, Benny. We got the Gangnam style of all dances, Luke LPC Vapes. How you doing, Luke?
Gangnam style. Yeah.
Not very good at Gangnam style either. It's not fucking hard to do. Just jump your legs and go like that. You were fucking all over the place. What even dad dancing?
He didn't face the camera doing it because his belly was going up and down.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got Nicky Maynard. Good evening to you. Hope you had a good Christmas.
Okay.
Metal Vape. 90. How you doing, Mr. Intense? How you doing,
10 litres
darling?
of juice he's done. 10 litres of juice. 10 litres on Dripper Labs. He's done. It's Metal Vape. So
Billy.
10 litres.
Billy Rice. How you doing? Good evening.
Good evening.
I hope you're well. I like your new profile picture. I hope that is you. We have also got... Who else have we got in? Can't see. We got... the one who's everywhere. She's everywhere. She's here, there, and everywhere. Vapor Bunny. Good evening, love.
Bunny.
Hope you're very well. And Darren as well. How you doing? And we have also got Benny Vapes. Good evening.
Good evening.
We have got Ian Thomas. Love you, buddy. Hope you're well.
All right, mate. I hope you are well.
Modmaker sat in the... Is he sat in the corner on the live? He's at the top.
He is.
Look, why are we at the bottom, Luke? Why is JP at the fucking top? Luke.
Second in command.
Second in command.
Best looking.
Best looking. Fuck off. Who said that? We've also got in chat, we got the Ben M. We said there, Barry Jones, good evening. You're very well. We got the talk a lot, Mr. Connor Smith. Nag. Vaping Bit, good evening. Good to see you in, buddy.
Evening,
Good to
Vic.
see you in. And I'm enjoying watching your live shows in the underground as well, even though you're a bit mad. We got Coil. Good evening, Coil, my little tart. How you doing? And if I haven't said your name, Benny, carry on.
Yeah, just say he's a dickhead. Just say, if you miss your name, just say Hanky dickhead. We'll know, know what it is.
No new there, Benny. Anyway, good
So-
evening all and welcome.
Yes, and Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year.
Happy New
And
Year.
hope you have had
New
a
Year,
good
Jim.
one. Yeah, Happy New Year's to everybody. Seems a bit late when you do it like a week after, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? But it was only last Sunday that was New Year's Eve. So,
Yeah, true. Yeah.
right, we will do a buffet. A little
I'm not
buffet.
going first.
Luke can.
I'll go first. Right, I'm on the S6 Mini Pure Max with some jacked up flavour, OK orange, strawberry banana, bubble gum. The new all singing, all dancing Oxford Slim SE2 pod with some punk liquid salt there, which I got from that website Benny keeps going on about. TPM, TMP.
TMD. He didn't come. He didn't come a day later. He ordered it on Sunday and then put a thing on saying it's not here yet. They
No, I've
don't
ordered
sing
again
it.
since then.
I'm like,
I
for
ordered
fuck's
and it comes
sake.
day after. I ordered twice now. So this is my second batch. And I've got the X-Slim SQ Pro with some doozy salts, Vimto. And then I'm on the Caliburn G3 with, I don't like it, it's called V-Juiced Beast Blood. I'm not keen on it, but...
Yeah,
That's
videos
old
not
stuff,
cracking,
isn't
mate.
it?
Yeah,
Are they,
V-Juice
are they
is not-
still going?
Yeah. They're cheap, aren't they? Cheap and cheerful.
Look heck.
65p or something it were. And I'll pass it on to Anki.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I've added it anyway. I've put Rick's name next to his picture up behind me. Right. Here we go. We have got... Do you know what? I bought something off the gorgeous Ben M. Ben M. He posted it Saturday morning, 9 o'clock.
Did you buy a top side off of him?
Yep.
I was gonna. Do you know what? He put it on. Leandra, you all right?
And it come before 12 noon Sunday. It come
Right,
here-
I was gonna message him to say how much there was because I haven't got a top side.
No, I got two. Anyway, I am on the top side. I'm on that top side with the Asgard 30. I had to file that down a bit because it wouldn't fit, but I'm on that. And in that, I am on some Kinder Bueno from Graham Net Reality. Absolutely gorgeous, that. Absolutely gorgeous. I am on the Dead Rabbit Max on the other one. And in that, I have got some Caramel Mac Custard, Nevins from 2017. That's beautiful. And in that one, I'm on some N.U.V.S he made for me, hanking for cream soda.
Ooh,
That's gorgeous. I've only got a little bit of that left. And from Ben M, I found in the back of my drawer, to go with that Typhon G4S, I found some QPs. Cali
right,
V2s.
yeah.
Look at that. Absolutely brilliant. That's off Ben, that blue one. Thank you, Ben.
Ben, I will message you.
And in that, I've got some red hand off Graham that he made on the offhand, which is rhubarb, cherry. It just brings it all out.
Ooh,
And the last one is the other red one I got off Ben M, which come today before 12 o'clock. And that's got the other QP in. And that's got some Bounty. Who makes that then, Benny?
Bounty, that is Liam.
That is Liam. Yes, that is Liam. And of course, I'm on my, only got him in tonight. I've got Coil. Mr. Coil sent me this. Absolutely gorgeous. And in that, I've got some stuff that we made on the show that time. Strawberry cheesecake. I'm slowly getting through that, which is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to pass it over to Mr. Modmaker.
Thank you very much, Hanky.
You're welcome.
Pure mechanical for me, obviously, with the mech mod that I'm selling. So I've got 3 mechs on the go. I've got the Osiris Mini Vapors Cloud on top of that Revival mech.
Right, sorry, Rick, how are you getting on with that Osiris?
I love it.
You love it, yeah?
I tried it at Vape Fest. Scott
CC
calls by Scott lent me one to put on the stand at Vapor Expo.
Yeah.
And it was banging for flavour. So I've promptly got one. Yeah, I've been using it since. Great, love it.
Good.
Yeah, proper. It's like vaping an RDA. So yeah, I'm enjoying that very much. And I only vape DIY mainly because I'm a tight bastard. I never buy juice. So I've got
Not for the price of it these days.
I wouldn't know. I've got a mint chewing gum that I like to vape in that. I've got I've got a special Revival actually that Scott Bonner TFX, he engraved it for me.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So, and on that I've got a Sith, and in that I've got a toffee and tobacco that I mixed up.
Oh,
which
very brown, isn't it?
Contrasts the sweetness. Yeah. Well, it's the
tobacco.
Yeah. Well, it hasn't got that much tobacco. That's probably the toffee actually. And I finally got one of my prototype stacks for my Revival as well.
Nice.
And I've got an old goon on top, 1.5 version 1.5, 25 mil one.
Is that just a one stack?
Just one, yeah.
That's massive.
Well,
yeah,
it's smaller than most. I reckon it's smaller than any other stack out there. But yeah, in that I've got Shotop's Mango Passion, which she gave me at Expo, and it's very, very nice, very strong and nice. And that's all I'm vaping on. 3 mechs, all about the mechs. Nice. Over to Benny.
James hasn't been yet. James.
Oh, James.
No, leave him out. Fuck him.
Fuck you.
Go on, over to James.
Right, I'm on the Bishop, on the drag free. In that I have got Simple Leaf Macca's RY4. I'm on the Bev, on the Vape Smarters mod. In that I have got, again, Juice Cabin's Leicester. And last but not least, I'm on the Asgard, on the Rage.
Yeah, but look at that Asgard. It looks crap. It's not matchy-matchy, is it?
No, but it's fucking close, though.
No. Oh, look at this. Close. Look at that. I'm also on that one with the Neo. I'm on the Neo. We'll have an argument in the after show, all right, bitch? Go on.
That's why I yours are like low level because they're painted.
Love you, JB.
And in that, I have got some lemon clotted dreams.
Nice.
Bomb.
And I'll pass it on to the boss.
Disburgo.
Luke's already been.
Yeah. So I'm on the Gua with the trilogy on top, and inside that I've got some N.U.V.S Proxy. These were samples that were given to me by Dimmy and it's gone a bit bright now. There you go. From Dimmy and what's it called?
Go on, carry on.
Other one. Phil. I can't think of his name then. Fucking hell, the age is that. Jeez. So I got that from there, so I'll just nick that up. I'm also on the box with the cubics inside, and inside that I've got some Macca's RY4. And that is about me, to be honest with you. What about me? Creature of habit.
Very short and sweet, isn't it?
I am, yeah. That's all you got to do. You don't have to have 20 different ones.
Is that just about your size? Sorry. Carry on.
Right, so if you didn't know Ricky's, he has brought a mod out, a full mech There's quite a lot of reviews out there now for it. I think Birdies did one. He did a little short of a day that I saw. I think Mike Vapes has done one as well.
Yeah, Mike Vapes.
Yeah.
Logan, Nick
Brogan, yeah. So they're all out there if you want to go take a look at it. If you didn't know who he was before that, he was on the Ideal Home Show for 5 years. 5 years. He was on the Ideal Home Show.
5 long years.
Who
Rick
was?
what? Rick.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's when I fell in love with you. Yeah, I don't remember you back then.
I had a bit more of a beard back then when I did the show.
Yes.
Well, what were you doing on there then? What were you just tools?
Same as this.
No, just like this, reviewing stuff and chatting and talking bullshit and drinking, really.
Yeah.
You know, building a nice little community.
They're still up there, though. It's still up there. It's Ideal Home Show, isn't it? As far as I know.
Well, the old episodes are still up there, yeah. Got some right old junk stuff from years ago back then, you know. Sort of learned a lot about vaping from doing it, because I never really have been exposed to what you can buy and stuff. Because doing my own DIY, making my own mods, you know, I never really got involved in. I bought a couple of batties here and there, but then bought everything after that, you know.
So how did you get into the Ideal Home Show side of things on the YouTube? How did you get onto there?
It all started because we were friends with the Plumes of Hazard from the States.
Luke. I think Rick was wearing lingerie at the time. I don't know.
You never saw down below what I was wearing.
I can see down below now.
Yeah, we knew Plumes of Hazard, and they were saying, "Oh, we'd quite like to help some people put something together in the UK, you know, because that was going pretty good guns for them over there in the States." And we all me and Dean were keen to do it. Vaping Biker at the time, we were keen to do it. Didn't know John and Craig at the time, but John was an admin on Safer Vapors, and that was like probably the biggest vape group at the time on Facebook. So he knew his stuff, and we got him on, and it just flew. We all just gelled and had a good laugh, and it was great. It was really interesting and fun. There was a lot to talk about back then. A lot more stuff coming out.
Yeah, definitely a lot more.
And I had a sort of spin on bringing out so much modding stuff, because people were even more interested in modding then than they are now, because there wasn't very many good things out there.
Yeah.
So you had to make a mod if you wanted some real power. You know, sub-ohming was a taboo thing when we started doing that, pretty much, you know.
So is that when you decided to make Modmaker then? Was that from that?
No, it was before that. I've actually, Modmaker's turning 10 this year.
Really?
Yeah. It's just, I started it about March or April or something 10 years ago. So, no, I was doing Modmaker before. That's why I was sort of a bit known around the place, you know. That's how I was sort of into doing the vape show with those boys. So no, I was doing that before it. So.
Right. I didn't realise that. Like I said, I didn't know where the sort of Modmaker and the Ideal Home Show sort of crossed together. You know?
Well, it was before even Facebook I started Modmaker. It was when the forums were prominent. With Planet of the Vapes, which was my preferred forum at the time. No one was really on Facebook. The vape community wasn't on there. So it was the forums that I started. I was on those for a long time. And back then, when I was vaping, you would never see another vapor in your own town. It was such a rarity.
Yeah.
So it was easy to. You needed a community, really, like a forum, to actually speak to anybody who knows anything about vaping. And there was only a few reviewers back then as well. You know, like Rip Trippers and Scott Bonner was on there. Guy Getcha and Todd. Todd was doing things, but there wasn't even many reviewers back then. So it was just the right time to start a sort of vape show and go through some things, you know, and talk about honest opinions and stuff and have a bit of banter.
Yeah. And like I say, you used to do the mod showcase, didn't you? That's where 9.5 comes from. Yeah, because you did it as from the what do you call it? Painting thing.
It was Take Heart, wasn't it?
Take Heart. That's it. Take Heart. Yeah, that's where the tune came from.
Yeah,
I sent some pictures in there as well.
Yeah, well, that's where it comes from. If you watch it, that's where it came from.
Yeah.
That's when I did the whistle at the beginning and said he's 9 3/4 because you just give everybody ages, didn't you?
Oh, I
as well?
did, didn't I? I forgot that. You just reminded me. Yeah, I did.
It's a
Yeah.
young lad at 9 3/4. He's getting a picture of his
Yeah.
mod.
It was funny. I was just so like I was Pickled Ric back then quite a lot. You know.
Yes.
Every week. It was good fun.
Yeah. Well, like you say, we were on about that when you had your growler when you used to come back from pub with big jug.
Oh yeah. The growler. That saw some strong beer going through that, and yeah.
Yeah.
It's all a bit of use.
We did have a few things because Matt said iOS never missed a week, and
Glad.
Mr. Intense said iOS and VT UK used to be the only live shows I used to watch. So
Yeah, we used to cross over with them guys as well. We were quite tight with Big Tom and Riyadh.
Yeah,
and yeah, they were good lads. They are.
they
Good
got.
lads.
Did it get to 200 shows and then they pulled the plug, didn't they? Altogether on it, I think it was.
I'm not sure. Oh, do you know what? I never even watched ours back then. I was sort of it burnt me out a bit after a while.
Yeah.
So I'd stopped watching YouTube, anything really. But yeah, they had a good run. They started before us, I believe.
Well, it's got Paul Hinchcliffe saying, Rick, any bastard squonk tubing yet?
I'm still waiting for it. I do need some more. I do know I do. I haven't got round to it. I'll get some. I'll chase it up tomorrow.
Yeah. I think he's been waiting a while for it.
I really have actually. Yeah, I've run out of 4 mil last year, I think.
Yeah.
And I just haven't. It's a slow burner now, selling the squonk stuff. So it's and the whole business is a lot slower now. So I can't really invest like I used to. I have to buy things that I can actually sell. You know.
Yeah.
What was that? A squonk mech?
No. It's squonk tubing for the mech.
Oh right.
It's only silicon tubing. You probably get it on eBay for.
So,
But
I think nearly everybody who makes a mod comes to your site for the parts, don't they? Do you know what I mean? A lot of people that I know will do a mod maker 510, or they'll get a board from you, or the tubing, or you know.
Certainly back in the day, back in the heyday, they did. I mean, I always remember I was really proud. Actually, I went to my first vape fest. I think it was number 2 or 3, and squonking was in full flow then. And there were probably about 20 modders there, and 19 of them had my 510s in them, and it was great. I loved it. I loved seeing people using my stuff and making great things with it. Yeah, it was a real buzz.
Vaping Big's put in when's the stack section coming out?
I'm hoping it will be here. Well, it should be about done. So there's every chance it'll be in next week, or if not that, the week after, I believe. But I'll chase them up tomorrow and see when that's going to be finished and sent. But hopefully, next couple of weeks.
So you, like you say, you went under the radar a little bit. We hadn't seen you on YouTube and that lot, and then obviously you were at the expo in October, and so you've got a mod out, and everybody like, oh.
I always wanted to bring a mech out. I actually designed one, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years ago, and I never got it to market. I was too busy with other things, and I just thought, I want a new mech myself. I started using them again, and well, it's time. Even though I know it's not popular, I don't care. I'm going to bring some out, a limited number, and they can sit on the shelf and dribble out. And that's fine with me.
When you say mechs, do you mean like you're going back to single mechs or stat mechs or?
Well, it started with that, a single mech, single battery.
Yeah.
And like I said, like some people are asking, I'm bringing out a stack section that screws on, and you'll be able to put as many of these on as you want. So, I know Birdie in Australia.
Oh yeah, shit.
He wants to put 10. He wants to put 10
he will
together.
do. Yeah. He'll have one fucking like this, like a big baton.
I said to him, I don't know how long your arm is, but you'd have to. I don't know if you might have to fire it with your toe to get his 10. Not that it's long. I mean, it's probably shorter than any other stack there is, because it's a really small mod. It's only 88 mil long so it's only 5 mil longer than a battery, the actual tube. So, I think he'll have fun trying to fire 10. I don't think he'll be able to hold it unless he's 6'4", you know.
He'll probably do it with his toe. Not bird it. He'll have his toe, push it down on his toe. Just fire it.
While he's wearing his clocks.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
I won't put it past him. He'll probably have a button on his desk and he'll stand back and lean forward on it.
He'll just put it on a stand and get their lass to come in. I need a vape. Press button.
Give it a push. The thing is, it'll be so... well, I know he'll put 7 together. That's his record, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know how he... It'd be fun to watch. I enjoy seeing all that sort of shenanigans. But...
yeah, well, it went, didn't it? That sort of thing, that sort of, people doing stuff like that.
Well, it used to be crazy back in the early days, and then this is sort of an eye opener for me doing Expo, is seeing how people are vaping, because I sort of went down the high end route with Ideal Home Show, and everybody that I knew then, the circle that I knew, no one had dreamed of vaping. They didn't even want to use 2 batteries, they're all on tiny little mods and things like that. And so it was refreshing to go to Expo and seeing Johnny overkill with some monstrously big things and some
huge.
Yeah, and it's fun. It's the fun of it though. It's good fun.
Yeah.
And...
excuse me, Luke. We're talking about his mechs, not his.
Oh, sorry. I do follow you guys.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it PG.
Yes.
For Hanky's ears.
I bought a 40 mil RDTA, RTA, at Expo, which was, what was it? The Valkyrie.
Oh, yeah.
Massive bloody thing. Flavoursome though,
Yeah.
And I thought, right, I'm going to make a mod when I get back to fit that on, because it looked a bit silly on my tube. Not that it didn't work.
Yeah.
So I've been busy with other things as well that I'm working on. I'm quite eager to get things going again now. I sort of sat back a bit for a while and lost a bit of interest, but I'm really keen now, I have been for a while now, and I'm bringing out a PWM board. Soon it's tested and works. So
I think that's what Scott was on about. When's it going to be out?
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to give it a DIY spin, but I want to make it so people can make it themselves. It's slightly bigger with through-hole components. Nearly all of it are through-hole sort of resistors and things. You poke them through and solder them up at the back and do it right, and it'll work, So I'm bringing out a DIY board, and I'll probably bring out another. I don't know how much smaller I can make it. A little bit smaller with some surface mount components on there. Yeah. But it's not big anyway. But
are you doing Expo again in May? I know it's a way off yet, 5 months off. Are you doing Expo in May?
I'm hoping to. It all depends whether I can get my arse in gear and bring out another mod.
Well, get your ass in gear then and do it.
I'm on it now, but the board's there. The board's done.
To be fair, Rick, I just think if you brought some of your stuff down, there's people would, they can make their own mods, and there's stuff there for them to buy. I think you'll probably find people will buy stuff. Well,
this is what the eye opener was for Expo. I think that too, but I haven't actually got a kit. Any kit. The site is a kit, and I've got too many lines of products to bring everything down. It would just be hideous, like 700, 800 different products. It's just not going to work down.
Well, you might have to think about bringing out a beginner's kit where they can. Because I was going to ask you that, how easy? Because I'm not a massive mech person. I don't do really mechs because it's not something I really got into. I've tried yours because come with UK VT UK lads were walking around. They had it. I tried it on there, and came over and had a chat to you. But like for making your own one out of like an Hammond box, because I know you do boxes and things like that, and you have all the 510. That's what I'm going to ask. How easy is it? Because I'm not massive for soldering and shit like that. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. You need to solder. I mean, if you're going to make, you do need to learn. It's not hard. I mean, it is. We all started somewhere, it's pretty simple. But then I am going to be doing that in the future. I'm going to bring out a basic sort of MOSFET and switch and 510 and battery holder little box that's all drilled and everything ready for you to just cut some wires and solder it and put it in. I am going to be doing that down the line and making some kits to try and introduce people to modding, new people.
To get them back into it, because there's a lot of people that have not done it before. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not there. Obviously I know yourself through watching Ideal Home Show, and I knew about Modmaker, and a few other people who do mods. But people who are in chat now, a lot of them are newer vapors that have never done anything like that.
I mean, it was just such a satisfying thing to if you can make your own mod pretty inexpensively. It's just very satisfying when you put an ATI on it, you press the button and it works, you know. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you bugger it up, you know. But
that's learning course, isn't it? That.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean,
Benny's still learning to do boilers and stuff. But how long have you been there, Benny?
Exactly. I've been doing it for the last 20 years, but I still can't get them right.
And you still can't solder.
No, but I can solder. I can solder like with my blowtorch. If you ask me to solder a bit of copper together, I can do that. But I've never really done a lot of soldering. As in,
it's easier
a bit
to
of
solder
wire.
than it is. It's easier to solder than to braze. To be honest, mate, anyone can do it. It's just having I've got a magnifying glass because my eyes aren't as good as they were. But...
Oh man, that's why I've got to start wearing it. I can't read chat without them now.
Yeah,
where's a magnifying glass in your bathroom?
You don't want to solder in your bath.
Is that why you adding yours in, Hanky?
Yeah, mine's in there with a big magnifying mirror.
He's got double exposure one.
Fuck you.
So yeah, it'd be good if you brought something like that for people who want to do, get around. There's people who like to tinker, and that's what all mod making came about, with people who tinkered, wasn't it?
Really, yeah. I mean, and that's a sort maybe something I've sort of lost over the years, that I can bring out a PWM board and sell it, and I will. But I wanted to bring one out that people could actually buy the components and put them in and do it themselves and have a bit of and have some fun making it. It's no big deal. It takes 20 minutes to solder it up, or even less. Poke some components through, bend the wires, solder the backs up, and clip them off, and you've got a board that works. So it's a nice little easy introduction to making a PWM, which is the original way to regulate a vape mod. I mean, it's old school, and it works so well. So
JVJ just said he'd love to make his own.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's really what Modmaker is one big kit.
Girls.
And I've had people over the years all the time asking, have you got a kit? I was like, well, there's so much variation on it. What colour 510, what sort of 510, what switch you want. I can't really do a kit. I've shied away from doing it, but maybe I should just make one and say, right.
Yeah, sell it as a kit,
This is the switch you're going to get. This is the
that's it. Because the thing is, once they've done it, they can do it themselves then, can't they? So if you sell as a kit, they could always take that button out and put a different button in, couldn't they? If you make it so they can, you put another button on. If they don't like the button that's supplied, they can always come to you and say, Rick, what button? I don't like this. It's not as springy as I want it. It's a bit hard. What button do I put? And you can say, oh, well, you can go down this route and put this one in. It'll still fit.
Ooh.
It's not an answer doing that, is it? Do you know what I mean? That they can come to you then afterwards when they've built it and say, well, I want to change it over now and, make it a bit more of that.
Yeah. I want to change my belly button from an innie to an outie. Oh, sorry, what buttons are we talking about?
You learn this, Rick. Hanky's in his own world.
At least I waited for you to finish, Benny.
Yeah. What we got? Medic says, I was getting mechs personally 6 months ago, built my own using Rick's gear to teach myself things, and now I'm pretty much exclusive of using mechs. So he's bought off you as Medic and built his own.
Brilliant. That's what I like to see, yeah. I want people to enjoy what they do,
Yeah. And Vic says, could you imagine me live soldering a board? That would be fun. Exactly. He's who could watch it.
After he's built the FEV.
It would be fun to watch, yeah. Yeah. So the market is so much smaller now, unfortunately.
Back a minute, Benny.
I can't invest in bringing out 10 different colours of box.
Yeah.
It's going to be a single. When I do it, it'll be a single box pre-drilled, ready in those. I'm not going to offer custom options. I'm not going to. When people are going to say, "Oh, have you got a red one or you got a purple one with blue spots?" It's going to be no. There's a black one.
Yeah, no, that's it. If you say that's what you get, that's what you get, isn't it?
It's only white, isn't it? It's a metal box.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no harm of actually spraying it up and then lacquer it up yourself, type thing, and customising it that way.
You could. It'll be an anodized. It'll be anodized alley. But Yeah. I mean, or go to somebody like if you like your mod and you've made it and it works how you want it, go and see someone like Nigel Moxon and get him to Cerakote it, or put his his pitted paint on there. That design he does, you know. Yeah.
So it's not hard for them to do stuff afterwards, is it? If they wanted to do it, you know, he could provide. They could even get into engraving it if you did a metal one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is a bit harder after. They would probably rather it didn't have any components in it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So if they wanted to customise it when if they wanted to do another one or take it back to pieces, they could do whatever they want, couldn't they? You know, it's not.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that's what Nigel's been doing for years, is doing that to boxes. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
you know, so it's not if they wanted to make it to their own personal bit, they could make it their own personal thing, couldn't they? Yeah.
Absolutely could.
You know,
I mean, even with the aluminium boxes, I've got a laser engrave at work, and I can actually laser engrave aluminium, or the what's it called, the anodizing off of a metal box. It looks pretty good.
Well, you could offer that service to them if they wanted it.
Could offer that,
Couldn't
yeah.
you?
Could offer that.
Do you know
too,
what I mean?
What other services do you offer?
Not a lot. Not something you'd be interested in. I don't know.
I don't know with him.
I'm into anything.
Linda, you're like, Mr. Intense says, I want to know when Ricky's getting him to branch out a DIY RDA maker shop.
Well, yeah, he can't really do that, but I have started designing an RDA though.
Have you?
Yeah, it's a logical step. I need to see these going. These tubes need to give me some of my money back, that I can reinvest in some other things. I'd like to bring an RDA out that went on top of it as well.
Anki, do you want to get his? If you put your link in, I don't know if you can, but Anki,
No,
do you want to
can't.
put a link in for Modmaker, or one of you put?
Where
link
is
in?
it?
So I've already done it.
Oh,
Have
thank
you?
you.
Yeah, bang it in there.
VAPES on
if
it.
If anybody wants to go over and do look at the revival, and see what you think. If you do want to try a mech,
Want me to pop it up?
yeah, we can show it up. Yeah.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you.
No, take it off.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah, there she is.
If you fancy that,
Yeah.
21,700.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
It's what I wanted. It's everything I wanted from a mech. So I made exactly what I wanted, and I have had so many mechs over the years. I knew what made a good mech, and I made, in my opinion, my favourite mech by far. So
Is that the one you got
nice.
at the minute stacked? Is that the one? No.
that's
Yes.
just a single one.
Mm.
Oh yeah. These are what I'm using now.
Oh, nice.
Does it come with different top cats then as well? Does it? So you can use 22, 24, and 25.
Yeah, it comes with two. It comes with it's the same top cap in that picture. It's the same top cap on the 24 and the 25. It's got a little half mil chamfer around it, so it works with both. And you get that 22 mil chamfer one as well, because not many people at Expo were using 22 mil Atties, but they were big when I was.
Yeah, it's past as 22. People don't seem to be using them as much.
Don't seem to. You buy a mini now. Like I bought this Osiris mini, and it's 25 mil. You know.
Yeah.
That isn't the mini from back in the day. You know.
Was it back then? 22?
Right, James, do you want to stop
That
sharing
was
now?
standard. 22 was standard. Yeah. 22 was the big. Well, you were getting 24 mil things like goons. I was using goon RDA quite a lot back then.
Did you call me a goon?
No,
Thank you, Mr. Intense, for reposting that.
So we've got a few. Obviously, Big's not listening. When's this stack section coming out again?
soon, very soon.
Listen,
Very
Vic.
soon.
He's eager. He's eager. He's
they
eager
won't
for
be
the
long.
stack section.
They won't be long. They're half done. They sent me one that's half done for me to check over, and need to put some holes in the top, some air holes, and send them. Really, that's pretty much it. So they should be due next week, I hope.
Yeah, quite a lot of people. The older ones that have been vaping a while. Matt still does 22. Ian Thomas still does 22. Metal Vape uses 22 mil tanks. You know, so these still people do 22, but
Yeah, I mean,
they're
these-
few and
these
far
are-
between, aren't they now?
RDAs don't need these mechs don't have to be big cloudy beasts of a mod. You know, you could quite easily put a high resistance little 22mm tank on there and have a nice vape with it, just like you would with any other mod. It's
Only
Ben,
reason I...
Sorry, go on. Ben M's just put in there. Is there ever going to be any coated versions with an ace in black?
Not that I've got planned. I was speaking to Nigel Moxon at SVB about doing it, but he doesn't do the Cerakoting now, apparently. But,
All right.
and I think it's a bit of a pain to Cerakote stainless. And I just know from the past,
Chip off.
I've got aluminium mechs like the Timekeeper and things like that were really expensive mods back in the day. You stick them in the drawer for a couple of years and the aluminium starts corroding and fusing on the threads. So I'm reluctant to go anything other than stainless, to be honest. So it's maybe I could try and treat the stainless so it's like gunmetal or blue stainless somehow.
Yeah.
But I don't really want to start painting them. You're going to drop it; it's going to scratch off whatever metal you've got if you just got paint on it.
Yeah.
So, I'm guessing because a lot of people have got black, have got black tanks and drippers, haven't they now? It seems to in gunmetal. I suppose that's why they're saying, it's gone from the days where it were brass, copper, and stainless. People are sort of getting black ones now, aren't they? Or gunmetal or.
And I always used to buy when I bought the goons. Every model I've got, I always used to buy a black one and a stainless one.
Yeah.
But I know my copper and brass goons are in a right old state. They're put away somewhere, just filthy.
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah.
I bet you can't get the RDA off. I bet you can't get the cap off.
It's pretty tough, yeah. But it's even worse with like aluminium though. Like I said, you get a bit of juice on there, you leave them for years, and they do sort of fuse together, the threads, the bits that join. So I'm a bit reluctant to put something out there that I know won't last a lifetime,
Yeah. Merrick's just said, to get them Cerakoted, you have to have them blasted first, otherwise it cheats. Most modders won't do it due to the chipping.
Yeah, maybe. Well, Matt, if I could find somebody who is interested in doing that, that'd be great, and they should get in touch. So I would like to put I'm going to do it with Scott Bonner down the line. I'm going to put an option.
I was going to ask you that. Are you going to? Because that one, everybody's saying that looks absolutely fantastic with the engraving.
We were going to ask him that as well, weren't we, Luke? Yeah.
Yeah, we was, yeah.
But the thing is, you could put a black one with that because it looks dark, doesn't it?
Benny, can you blow him up when he shows up, please? Because I couldn't.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, I'll just make you large. We'll show spotlight.
Really...
There you go.
Oh, wow.
That's sweet.
Because that'd go well with a black.
That is
I mean, it's not as shiny or really, it's not as dark as black, really.
Or the gunmetal, go quite well with gunmetal, wouldn't it?
I mean, get
rid of him. He's finished.
Yeah. So what I'm hoping to do, I haven't spoken to Scott. He's been a bit busy, but I want to put a thing on the product page, telling people if they want an effect like this, speak to Scott and buy the mod off of Scott. And arrange it with Scott. I don't. He could sell my mods and sell them and the engraving service on top as well. I'm hoping he'll be up for that. I know he's a bit busy. He's got a job now, so he's got a real job as well now.
A real job. I think everybody's doing that, aren't they? You've no option now, have you? With
getting
vaping,
hard,
everybody.
Well, I'd like to do that with coating as well. If somebody's interested and thinks they can make it work, then I'll be willing to put it on the site and say, if you want that, arrange it, go to this site and do it and buy it.
Yeah.
Is that you on Facebook, MM Modmaker?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I was just wondering. I was just going to put it into chat as well.
No, cheers.
You're welcome.
Great Fan says, I've got no new RDAs and started using my mech after years, so I've been using the Goon and the Kennedy over the last couple of weeks. Not sure if the newer stuff is better.
I'm very happy with the Goons still. I was a big Goon fan. I got about 10 of them, I think. And like I said, I've got one on top of this, and it's singing. I've actually got a single coil in that. It is it's a dual coil RDA, but it works perfectly fine with single. Flavor's still there as well. If you don't want to really go gnarly with 2 coils, you can stick one in and it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I say, it'd be nice for them to sort of do things and have a look at things and maybe start a revival of the mech scene. You know,
Well, that was the reason for the name with it. You know, it was about trying to revive. You know, I just think it's a pure way of vaping. You know, you'll have a mech for life, and all your other pods and borrows and regulated mods are going to break in the end.
Yeah.
You know, you'll be left with, if they suddenly banned all vaping devices tomorrow, give it 5 years and there'll be no regulated mods left. It'll all be mechanical. You know.
Yeah.
Because you can chuck this under a car, you could drop it in the sea, you know, on holiday. It don't matter. You know, you're not going to break it. And it's a pure way of vaping. It makes you understand a little bit about electronics and how vaping really works.
Yeah.
You know?
Can I do that with JP as well?
Throw him on the bus.
Yeah. A car.
Only thing I don't like about mechs is having to change my batteries every 5 minutes. I can't do with it dropping off, you know, like an hour, and I'm having to put a new battery in it. Do you know what I mean? Like if I have a regulated mod, I can have a Joe 21700 and have it all day, and it'll just last me all day. With a mech, because it's just pure drain on the battery, it
depends what build you got.
I just found that I couldn't get on with having to change my battery, especially 18650s. I just couldn't be asked fucking changing them in 5 minutes. I'm like, fuck that.
It depends if you get, again, it gives you that understanding of wattage, you know, with resistance and voltage and current and stuff. You understand, you know, that
we had a minute where we dropped off then because my internet dropped out.
Oh.
I'm like, why is it suddenly no one talking? And it dropped off. Sorry about that. We are back. Don't think it was just, if you got this circle of death, it was because my internet just said, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Did you just say something about ripping?
No.
That's what I say. Having a rip on a low ohm coil and having a proper.
Yeah, because you said about ripped, I just thought, you know, who's this? That's fucking well ripped. Who's that? Look at that.
Sexy.
I just went with the caption ripped. Love you, Benny.
Medic saying FMJ UK, a certified Seneca. They do tube mix and the light mate. Prob cheaper in a batch though. As Blasphemy knows, I was quoted £50 plus coating.
Yeah, I mean that's yeah, it's an option maybe down the line. I've got to see a return on it before I really commit to getting 100 of those made. But thanks for that. Yeah, I'll look into them.
But it might be a thing of looking into later down the line, innit? Do you know what I mean? Or
I'd like to see everybody using mechs again and all using these and them going out the door so I can reinvest and keep reinvesting. You know, that's really I have to be very careful these days what I spend. I mean, I'm still sitting on tens of thousands of squonk bottles, you know, but they go out. But I was buying such large bulk back then because the amount passing through was really high back then. I was never buying small quantities of anything. You know?
Yes, yeah.
It was give me loads. I can't get them fast enough. You know.
Obviously, you have designed things for mechs because you did the 510, didn't you, for your own 510 version? Because what Fat Daddy want there, and then everybody used yours. Yeah, that's what I used to see, because it used to be everybody went, I'll have a Fat Daddy, which was, I think they had an American brand want the Fat Daddy. Yeah,
Dennis Cruz from California. He made probably the best 510 at the time. Yeah, and I became good friends with him, pretty close with Dennis. And then he had a stroke, and he stopped making anything else, and I couldn't get 510s, you know. Yeah, so I designed one better, you know. I made it better, and then with squonking really coming on, they all used to leak, so I designed one that didn't leak, and that's why Modmaker did so well in the squonking back then, because it was rock solid and still is.
Yeah, do you do squonking then? Do you like actually make squonks? You got any on your thingy or anything? I haven't looked. But...
I don't make them, but I do still use a mechanical squonker as well. I used to sell this squonker, but I haven't made it. I haven't used it for a while now. Now I'm using the tubes.
You do
so I don't-
have a CAD file for a, what is it, don't you, on yours? For them to make their own one, don't you? Is that a
Yeah, I
Swan
did have a 3D printed file, and I put the files
Yeah.
on Shapeways as well, so you could get
Yeah.
one printed, and we
So
got
you
all
could
the
do
parts.
your own, Hanky, because you've got a 3D printer, so you could make your own.
Yeah.
Up.
Well, can't I use my inkjet printer? No.
Yeah, your
Right.
inkjet. No, you can fucking.
Wait, I'm joking, bitch.
You can put it on a piece of paper.
Modmate,
pretend.
if you stay in the after show, can you let me know where it is and find it and stuff, please?
Drop me a message, and I'll send you the files over if you want. I'm not. Somebody the other day asked me where they were, and they seem to have gone off of the site, but I did have them on there free to download.
I know you did have 3D printed ones.
You don't quite get the quality that you would with Shapeways of your print. As anyone who 3D prints knows, you get lines on the print.
Yeah.
That's why I used to go to all the trouble of printing in. Well, I do go to the trouble of printing in a material called PETG, and then sanding the prints.
What about carbon? Carbon filament? No.
Well, no, it will still have lines. You know, you'll always sort of have print lines. It's quite hard to get a proper high end finish.
I've got lines here. Look, these fucking old age ones.
Yeah, you printed
Fuck off,
yourself
Luke.
too fast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut up a minute, Benny. Take it away.
So yeah, and like I said, I knew you had the CAD files on because I have seen them. Because obviously, like I say,
Thank you for that.
Think of that, but yeah. So you could print your own off if you wanted to. You know, if you've got a 3D printer, print your own off, print your own box, and then get the parts from Rick to make it. I'm assuming you do the coppers to switch.
Yeah,
you know,
we actually got some the other day. We got a restock of our silver plated beryllium copper contact strips.
Yeah,
Not tin foil. No. I'll shut up, Benny.
No, it's lovely, that beryllium copper, as opposed to real copper you might go out and buy. It's springy. So it's better than silver, in my opinion. It's as conductive as silver, and it's better.
Can I just ask the that mod free printed? You got the thingy files. But does it come with a printed out sled, or do you have to buy the sled to go in, batteries?
No, you don't need a sled to go in it.
You don't.
No, it's sort of you with the contact strips that you buy, you sort of make a dimple on them.
Oh right, yeah.
You bang a dimple in on the top and a dimple in on the bottom piece, and it sort of, the case will take a bit of the spring. You know, you might have to adjust them slightly if you don't want it to push the case out too much, but it's sort of the give on the case holds it in there.
Yeah, I just talking about dimples. I seen Benny look at himself in the camera and looking at his dimples, weren't you, Benny?
I was reading what everybody says there. So, obviously, if you didn't know as well, just as a sideline while we're talking about it, Rick is actually a graffiti artist.
No way.
Oh.
Banksy.
Banks, eat your heart out.
He is. He's not even a pretend graffiti artist. He is a graffiti artist.
I don't do
If
a
you
lot
didn't
these
know.
days, but
Yeah. Misspelt childhood in the 80s, going round with his shell suit on and spraying the walls.
we didn't wear shower suits down south.
Oh,
That's
I
a
did.
northern thing.
cheers, man.
But yeah, if you didn't know, that's what you see, because I have heard that before. Because you did one. Did you do it down at the show? Didn't you? Didn't you do a wall down there?
I did one at Vape Fest with
Yeah.
Stuart from Wicklicker. Me and Stuart from Wicklicker do the boards down there one time. Yeah.
I remember you saying you'd done that, and then you were on about how you used to go out. And did you have a tag name?
Yeah, I was Dose. Is what I used
All
to
right.
paint. Yeah, and it's just what I used to paint that when I was younger and before I got arrested and in trouble, you know, and gave it up. And I started again when I was hit midlife, I suppose, 40.
Yeah.
Loads of people, all the old school. It was a really good scene, and I got back into it, and we were painting every weekend, doing legal things.
Yeah.
And there were loads. There's probably about 50 of us, all sort of friends. And
You're very, very talented then, aren't you?
well,
I'm in love.
there were better people than me that did it, but you know, I still enjoyed it. It's all about enjoying it rather than what you produce, really now. But yeah, I quite fancy getting out and doing a bit more soon. I've got friends who are professionals, and
I'm going to say, because it's a big thing, is that people do have murals done now, don't they? You know, we have them round by us where they've done, obviously, because I'm from Leeds, and they have, you know, side of houses done like near Leeds United. There's quite a few of them that have been done then when they went back up into Premier and then come back down. But There's murals that have been done. Did you notice I did that really softly? Came back down. But...
You did.
I liked it that he called them murals.
Murals. Well, they are, aren't they? Then it's not. You know what I mean? They are. They're murals. Murals, whichever.
Have you just watched Muriel's wedding or something? Come on, Benny.
Do you know what I mean? But they do you know what I mean? You see them now where they are. People have had them done. We had one done on the rugby club at one point, right across the changing rooms, where it had different sort of across the area where it been done.
I do know people who do it for a living, but I don't think they don't make. There's not many that make real money at it or make a good living from doing it. I mean, I know people who do big murals like at football clubs and all sorts of things. He's still scraping by and driving an old banger. He's not, they don't. Yeah. They undervalue what your time and skill is worth, especially as it's called graffiti. And you get people who want you. Can you come and do my kid's bedroom? I'll give you 50 quid, sort of thing. And it's like, well, it'd be 100 quid of paint. Why do I want to come and do that?
Yeah.
You get quite a lot of that to deal with.
Come and do my bedroom if you want. I'll just pay you just for coming in my bedroom.
I heard that's already been sprayed plenty of times.
I did a tag once, and it was LPC was here.
Oh, nice. There you go. Cole's saying a lot of buildings up there in Scotland are getting entire gable ends sprayed professional. Even our council got lads in to do their bus station wall.
Mm. I know plenty of people who do it. Like I said, it's a tough gig. It's a tough gig.
See you later, Bick.
Yeah, like I say, it is, but it's gone on now. I suppose it's a bit like, do you feel a bit thing that you should have been a Banksy? And then gone out and just pretended his name is,
Well, no, he was dedicated to what he did. He's got a good skill. He's always got a good message with his work. He has got something unique with the message. He's always something real going on there. I mean, going and doing the Berlin Wall before they knock it down and things like that. He was serious about his art.
Yeah.
And that's been recognised, and now he's doing well for it. So fair play to him, It's all good, But there's a lot of imitators. But there's only one Banksy in my, one big street artist really, and that's Banksy really.
Well, he's and someone being done for ripping something down a Banksy. We're in news a couple of months ago.
I saw something actually. I think there's a video of him taking it down or taking it away.
Yeah, and they did
it. It's probably worth 20 or 30 grand. Why wouldn't you?
I tell you what he did do. He sell a picture at auction. And this sort of picture had come up. It was,
the shredder.
Put in, and it went down into the shredder because someone bought it and he pressed the button and no one knew it was going to happen. It just went.
Well, because he knows the joke's on anyone who puts value on it. He doesn't, because it's street art and it's stencils and spray paint,
Yeah.
But he does do it well, and he's built up he's got good people around him that keep him tucked away, and I know a couple of those people who do know him. So fair play to him. It's good. I like it. I mean, I know somebody who's got locked up, and they did a fundraiser for him up at a gallery. He was a prolific graffiti artist, and Banksy did one. He did a canvas to go in the auction for him to get his wife some money while he was banged up. So he's a real person out there, and the right people know him. And if you don't know him, don't ask. Because you're
you're never going to know him.
You don't. No. That's it,
Medic says, I thought the guy drawing giant knobs around potholes was genius, calls himself Wanksy.
That is genius. I like that.
Right, so what we do now is, it is that time, we do a couple of bargains that we'll show, and we'll get back to having a little chat.
Benny.
What?
Before you go, can I just quickly share this one
thing? I'm not going anywhere. It's fucking on at 10 o'clock. We've got another half hour.
You ready? There he goes. Look. What's his legs?
And we're off.
Right. Now I'm probably going to strike for that now.
No, it wasn't even 10 seconds. I'd say it was Luke playing his drums.
In fact, you probably won't do, because if it's not the real version, if someone's singing it, you get half demonetized.
Ah, right.
Right, we're back, James. Here we go. See what we've got.
So next Sunday, I can play all Luke's singing ones.
Yeah. Right, so over at Vaporoni, we've got the Hell's Beast RDA
Crap.
for $9.99. If you fancy that, it's in full black stainless steel.
Hell Beast.
The Hell Beast RDA for a tenner.
Is that a
It
single
is,
coil? Or...
Dual coil. It's 24mm.
All right.
Yeah. Over at, well, you can't see what site we're on now, James. There we go. SR Vape. SR Vape. So you go over there. They're having quite a big sale on. He's got the Thunder Ray Creations Touring Solo version 1.5 for £18.
He's been going for years, hasn't he, him?
Yeah. Yeah, SR Vapes has.
Yeah.
It's 24mm. I think that is a single coiler.
3D airflow. 4-post
Yeah.
deck. Stainless steel 4-post deck.
4-post, it'd be as dual then, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
There's no picture of deck. It's single coil, isn't it? Yeah. Ideal for single coil vapors who want an absolute best performance with their coils. It's got a BF pin.
Looks all right.
Cole says the THC Solo is a win. So yeah, that's the version 1.5 of the SR Vapes. They've also got the Steam Crave Hadron RDSA for £25.
What's
Honestly,
the S?
got it.
What's an S? What does the S
Squonking,
mean?
I think. Squonking.
Oh, okay. Is that what
Squonk.
they're calling it now? RDSA.
RDSA. Squonking RDSA. I think.
And it
that's
doesn't
what
come with a BF.
That's the deck. I think. I know. Is it series? Is it series? I think that's. I think we're on about this, but I think it's a series,
Yeah.
isn't it? S. Is the S the series?
Yeah.
Is that what that
yeah.
means? Anybody know? Not squonk. Yeah. It'll be series work, because if you look at the deck, it's got the series deck on it.
Like the Siri from thing.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Gotcha.
Happy New
What
Year.
does that do?
Tico.
Does that double the
Yes, it does. Yeah.
double the resistance?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I use the metal thing in my Siri and it just doubles it. I thought, how the fuck's that happened?
Which is
When I
quite
read up on it, I thought, right, that's why.
that's quite a good thing to double your if you're going to have two calls, to double it, because then you can stick it in a stack, for instance. It's a bit tamer.
That's what I did. Yeah. A lot tamer.
Yeah, it says it does squonk and a series. Expo Scooter Hire Senschwen Limited. Happy New Year. Pad a series deck. Yes, they have got the Purge X for £25, but they've only got it in gold. That's why I didn't show it, because it's only in the gold. Gold. Right, over at Rainbow Vapes, we've got the Free Max Max Pro 168 watt kit for $25.99. That is a full kit.
That's so cheap, man. This is why people don't want to make mods.
Exactly. $25.99. They've got it in gunmetal and they've got it in red. So it's the two colours.
You can't even buy the board for that.
They are, and that is $25.99. You're right, that, yeah. People saying Cloud Chucks have got their Hadron. Cloud Chuck, you all right?
What's that? Lux X 1999.
Yes, that is over at Aqua Vape. You have
That's
got
the original, isn't it, Benny?
Yes, you've got the Vapor F Store Lux X Pod Vape for £20. £20 for that.
Oh, those colours.
Yeah, got all the colours in for £20. I think that's $25.99. Must be only the silver one. That's the only one that they've got in. Yeah, $19.99 is a silver. Also over at Aquavape, you've got the Smok X-Priv Vape Kit, full kit, $29.99. I know but if people wanted a cheap banger mod,
yeah,
X-Privs aren't that bad, to be fair.
Just for the
I just buy it for the drip tip.
30 quid. Yeah. Yeah. Got it in two colours. Also, James, go back to, because people might, I thought to put that one in, on SR Vapes, I think they've got the Sith for like 30 quid.
James, go back and get the Sith. Sorry, Sith. I
Sith.
never say it right. Sith.
Sith, I'm sure it was on here. There you go. Sith. The Sith are here. Oops, Cape I've found. What are you done now?
Oh, James, one job.
One fucking job. What are you doing now? There you go. The Vapors Cows Sith RDA.
This.
I've got one of those whipping it. I've got one of these. Got them on here.
I don't know which one's 30. That's 35 for that one. Satin blue, if anybody wants a satin blue one.
I can't remember how much I paid for mine last year. I know it was a lot of money.
35 quid.
Yep. £35.
And I still haven't used it yet. Never used it.
But what did we do? We did the smoke, didn't we?
Yeah, the last one is if you go over to Fog Monster Vape Shop and you're after some e-liquids up till the end of tonight, which will be 12 o'clock, if you type in New Year's, I think it's New Year, all in capitals, you get 50% off.
Oh.
It only applies to liquids, I think. But if you do go over there and do New Year, you will get 50% off. Nothing in the sales, nothing in the pre-loved, but all the things that you can see there is 50% off. So there you go. Oh, apparently Vapors Cloud had them on their site for a tenner. I never saw that. I usually look at Vapors Cloud. They haven't got them now anyway. That's not. So there you go.
So for a tenner.
Well, yeah. I usually look at Christmas. I usually sell stuff on for really cheap. So there you go. That is your bargains for this week.
And there's another bargain in there. The other bargain, Rick from Modmaker. How much do you charge for? You can come and be my servant for the whole weekend. Come on.
You've got an hourly rate.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, quite expensive. But
Yeah,
it's full service though. So.
You don't get a January sale price, no.
Oh, fucking hell. Come on.
Yeah, VC had them on sale before Xmas for £10 and a penny. I got my what is it, mini from there, my Vacuum Mini, for like a tenner.
That's insane. That's so cheap. That's so cheap. Yeah.
You've got to watch out for Vapors Cloud because when they do the sale, they do it really cheap. They fucking sell them like dirt cheap.
Well, they must move their stock on, don't they? That's the thing. They're doing it right. They bringing stuff out. They get a limited amount and they get rid of them. You know.
Yeah.
And they move on. That's the way you got to do it these days, I think.
Yeah, apparently saying that it was SIF RSA VC had them listed £40, but when you add it to the cart, it dropped to £10 and a penny.
Wow.
So
I feel like I've been ripped off with this one.
I feel like I've been ripped off as well. No one tells us all. You see, they keep it all to themselves. I give you these bargains each week.
Have you used them as a squonker? Have you? With the BF pin.
I haven't. No, I've got it just on this Mac.
No, is it good?
Do you know what? I'm gonna say not that good. Sorry to say, it's not a flavour banger to me as the other setups I've got. It's a little bit muted. It's there. It's got some flavour, but I think it's a bit muted.
So what about Benny? Is he a flavour banger? He's a banger.
It's just a
Now what you're saying, you've had better.
I didn't say old banger, Benny, did I? No. Because I'll be a hypocrite, wouldn't I?
Connors want to know, has anybody got the extension kit for the Osiris? Or, I can't even say it.
Go on.
Osiris. I don't.
I didn't know there was one for it.
Yeah, there's an extension kit.
I know you get bubble glass. Oh, they sent me bubble glass with mine.
Yeah, you can get it. It makes it a little bit bigger, I think.
I broke that within about a week. But
yeah, SRV is £25. It's a gold one. That's all they've got left. I didn't show that. Odin V2. Has anybody had the Odin V2?
No. I know Ben M has in chat, but
is it any good? The Odin
Ben
V2.
M.
Just want to know.
The Odin V2, is it any good?
Billy Rice has got 2 extension kits.
Billy Rice has got everything, haven't you, Billy?
She got 2 extension kits. Does it make it any better?
1.2 extension kits.
what is it? Just hold more juice?
Must do,
Okay.
yeah. Expo Scooter Hire Sensuane Limited. Have you ever been to Lowersoft?
Zippy.
Don't know why you're saying that. I've
I
been to
have.
Lowersoft.
I have,
have I?
because that's where John Martin lives. So I've been up.
That's where SR Vapes is, isn't it? Is it Lowersoft? Lowerborough, whatever it is, somewhere.
Yeah, I've been to Lowersoft myself.
Odin V2 is a good mod. Nothing like the original. A lot lighter and slimmer.
Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Cloudchuck has just dropped in the okay, let's see. Marcus, I broke one, so I bought another and realised I didn't break it, or so I have two now.
What's that? The
Nicky
extension
Maynard's
kit.
got the Odin V2 button sticks on mine sometimes, Bennett. Oh, well, that's not good if it sticks.
That link to the extension kit is just for the bubble glass then.
Yeah, by the look of it.
I just clicked on the Evolution Vaping link that was put in there, and it's just the bubble glass.
This kit includes everything you need to create a taller, sorry, Benny, Osiris RTA without compromising its exceptional performance. So it's the full lot in it.
Must
It's
be.
the extension kit. Yeah.
But it doesn't show anything else other than the glass, though.
No.
If you go to the Vapors Cloud one, I think it does. If you go to the Vapors Cloud, they have them there.
What's included is one tall bubble glass, one tall straight glass, and 5 times multicolour neck extension.
Oh, right, okay.
included,
So a bigger chimney, basically.
Yeah.
For which version?
Available in the 25 and the 30.
Right.
Says it both.
Yeah, I was very tempted with the I can't even say it. Whatever that's called, Osiris.
The ORTA, yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
It's dead
that goddess
tasty.
or whatever.
It really is good, and it's not. It's easy. It's not. I like the way you fill it up. I rate it. I haven't had a tank for years, and I rate this. So, if you like a cloudy RDA vape, you'll get on all right with that tank.
Yeah, I know Vaping with Vic has got the 25 and the 30, and he's always on it,
I know everybody says get the 30, don't they? People keep saying get the 30.
Got to have the mod for it to sit on, haven't you? That's the thing. The 30.
Yeah. But the thing with the 30, with them, they're all out of stock. You can't get them for love nor money. A lot of them, unless you want to pay an absolute fortune for them.
Connor just said,
55 quid.
Hanky Panky, have you thought about getting an extension kit? What for, Connor? Luke's got mine.
Get it for 47.
Be back at Expo, Hanky.
Martin Sorder says the 30 is amazing. Yeah, I think about getting the 30. I've been looking what I want to get. Do you know, for after, you know, when you look around after Christmas, obviously all bargains have gone now because we didn't do Christmas sales, like, but some of them are still in January, on January sales. So I'm like, do I fancy one? Do I not? So,
well, I rate it, and I think it looks pretty nice. I don't like bubble glass. I broke that. The mod fell over once and smashed it, but it looks nice. And it's really easy to fill up. It's no big deal. It does run out quite fast, but you know, I'm probably filling it up 5 or 6 times a day. But
Well, you'll be better with the extension kit then to get the taller glass.
yeah, with taller glass, wouldn't you? Yeah.
yeah, I'd rather. Yeah, I'm not so fussed about the bubble. But
I don't
That's
like
all.
the bubbles.
no, they just break, didn't they? I mean,
Yeah.
you drop them. I dropped them on a mech, especially. It falls over. You know,
Yeah, you just got to drop it on your table like that, and it's just.
done. Yeah,
I've never broke one. Never broke one yet.
What, bubble glass?
Yeah.
I broke the one on the FP. I managed to split the glass, trying to pop it off. The
You were screwing it on too hard, weren't you? And it went.
no,
done that.
when I went splitting fucking halfway. That was great. That was while I was recording my review as well.
Where do I look at that? Connor says, Benny should think you should pick up a Kelpie. I have a Kelpie RTA. I thought it was all right, to be honest with you. A Kelpie RTA. I used to use that for the whole time, quite a lot. I like a single coiler.
It shows how long since I've used a tank. The last tank I used and enjoyed was the Cleto.
Cleto.
What,
The
the
120.
Fire Cleto. No, not the
120.
120. No, the normal one. But
The
I had
normal
a
one.
I had a rebuildable
2017.
deck. when
And
that
you
came out.
get the colour bands in it as well, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I enjoyed that, but especially with the
Coils,
rebuildable. I had the rebuildable deck when it came out. I think it was actually Stuart from Wicklicker took me round to meet Aspire, Vape Jam or something like that, and they gave me the first one in the UK. The rebuildable deck for it because I was a fan of it, and it sang. It was great tasty atty.
I had
But
the rebuildable deck.
That had bubble glass, and I broke that pretty fast as well. That one.
You and bubble glass.
Yeah, that's the only other bubble glass I've had, and I broke that too. You know.
Ask Benny. I would just stop. How do I don't break a bubble glass? He's never broke one.
Vape
I haven't.
bands, wasn't it? Do you remember those vape bands?
Yeah,
Something like
vape
that.
bands, yeah.
I
I've
have
got
got plastic bands around mine, just plastic ones, plastic bands.
We're talking about mechs and that lot, not nothing else, Luke.
Oh,
I got a load of those made years ago and used to give them out.
Yeah.
Luke, I got a band for yours, Luke.
cheers. Give me Expo.
No, the vape bands, you've got so many different colours, this lot, that lot, and
Yeah, they were quite handy for bubble glass because you could just put them on top of it, and if it falls over, it hit the band, you know.
Yeah, but and then they used to send you to them with the like SR vapes on it and stuff like that. I always used to turn them inside out.
Yeah, I got a load made and used to give them out with orders.
Hmm.
Yeah, a little promotional thing in it. But they did have they did work for bubble glass, though. They were quite good.
Benny, can I just mention on Vape Gems for Graham? On Vape Gems, it's all the time free nicotine and it's all the time free takeout bottles. Any juice you order. Just what I mentioned that. Seeing that he's not here, the bastard.
Yeah, I wonder where they were.
Fucking work for him. If he wants fucking money, he's got to fucking earn it.
Yeah, he will have to earn it, yeah. Bitch, isn't he?
Yeah.
I remember that, Graham.
Yeah, but he's pumping his stuff out on Facebook because I see it every day.
Yeah.
I'm
only doing this for him because he's going to pay me in kind at Expo, so I love doing it.
So I've been chucked at bottom at wagon over.
That's that.
I say you're in front of the bus there, Luke.
What's that? What's that? The ovaries there, isn't it, Benny?
Fallopian tubes. Fallopian tubes.
You said
fallopian tubes. Someone said in chat looks like fallopian tubes. Oh dear. So this mod you're coming out with, are you doing a PWM mod? Is it going to be a box mod? Is it? Is that what it's going to be?
I've got a plan to make something a little bit different, but I haven't made it yet. I might not say what I'm going to do. I might hold fire. It will be PWM, yeah, with multiple different battery configuration options.
All right, yeah.
Because I made this PWM because I want it to be able to put more power through it than the ones that are out there. They're generally 2 batteries, because the 555 you can get voltage going back into it and damaging it. So that's why I made a PFET buffered PWM board. So it protects it, and it's got a MOSFET that's sort of off the board almost.
Sorry, can you say that again? You got a what?
PFET buffered.
Right, can you say that, Benny?
PFET buffered. No.
Butter.
I'm from Yorkshire. I can't say words.
It basically means you could put 4 batteries in it if you want.
Yeah.
All right.
And a lipo would be ideal for it. A nice big lipo pack. But I want to sort of make. I'll say what I'll throw a bone out there. I want to make it so it's almost you clip on a section to it that contains your desired battery configuration.
All right, yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
You can choose to go for a lipo, or you could choose to go for 4 batteries, 3 batteries, 2 batteries. So yeah, there's lots of work to do, but I've got the board now. Board's pretty much there. It's getting down and designing the mods without the battery is the thing I need to design. So it's sort of got a 510 everything on it with a couple of contacts that you slot something onto it.
Yeah.
That will provide the power to everything.
That's good, isn't it?
So I want to make something a little bit different there. So people could come along. They could do whatever they wanted. They could possibly even provide 3D print files, so they could stick 8 batteries in it. So like 4S2P.
Yeah.
Oh, you see, Graham's here now.
No, he's been ghosting. He's been fucking ghosting. He really has. As soon as I put that up, he's here.
Yeah. Writes the name in Ian Thomas in his black book. It's a balm. It's a bread cake. It's a bread cake. But no, that sounds good, does that? That you can change the batteries out and put different batteries in it to whatever configuration you want.
Well, that's what it's an idea that I haven't done yet. I haven't done it, so don't hold me to that. But it's what I would like to do. You've got to bring something slightly different out now, and it'll involve getting those parts manufactured rather than them being 3D printed. So it'll look tasty. A nice metal L shape in respect, really, an L shape with a 510 and your potentiometer and your fire button on it. So and that will sort of slot onto something, whatever you want to slot it onto.
Sounds good, does that?
But
Sounds
I haven't
good,
done
does
it yet, so it might not come to fruition. But
that? Yeah, you never know. People, especially the high-end people seem to like things like that.
Yeah,
That's
we got
what-
a high-end wanker in chat, haven't we? All right, Matt Waits, he's still here.
So, Rick, while
He
we're
is.
on, we're sat here looking at this in the back. What's the DJing going on about?
well, I do a bit of DJing.
Yeah.
So,
Are you a
yeah.
bit of a? Do you love scratching in there? Are you a bit of an 80s child with a bit of scratching?
Well, yeah, I used to know some. I've got some friends who did quite well at all of that stuff back in the day.
Yeah.
I used to DJ.
I bet you can break dance, can't you?
Dance?
No, I can't break dance.
No.
But no, I've always hip hopped. I always like hip hop, and I like the funk and soul and breaks and house. I was into house music when that first came along back in the old rave days. And so I do a bit of everything really. I've always been loved my music, and I'd got my Technics there. That I used to have Technics. They got robbed off me years and years ago, but I bought another pair of 1210s years ago.
Right.
So I do still like a bit of vinyl and a bit of music production.
Do you know, vinyl has gone up 42%?
I know it's expensive to buy vinyl now. Yeah.
Yeah. No people buying vinyl. It's gone up. It's gone up by 40. It's gone up. People buying it by 42%.
I had over 200 LPs from my dad's from the old days. Loads of stuff, and I binned a lot.
Did you?
a lot.
No, mad,
I
mate.
did.
Yeah, it depends what you got there.
50s, 60s, 70s.
Yeah, it's whether it was highly produced or not. I mean, people. I know people who work in the vinyl buying and selling game.
Yeah.
And you get people who think I've got an old Beatles album that they think it's worth loads of money, but they made so many of them, they're not worth anything.
Yeah.
It's almost like the rubbish that never did very well is worth more money than the stuff that did well, because it's how rare it is now. But I've got some good old original house stuff. I used to go up to London every weekend with my paycheck and stand in a DJ shop and buy white label vinyl house music.
That's where your money is, isn't it? White labels and things like that, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got a lot of the old original stuff, like the first Prodigy release and Left Field, the first thing they'd done on a promo copy, and all that old sort of stuff. I've got a lot of that on white label, and I think it's worth some money. It got pretty used. I used to do a lot back in the raving days. I was out every weekend at parties, all 2 or 3, at least one day of the weekend. Sometimes 2, sometimes 3 on a bank holiday. And it used
Coilets out of stock. Sorry.
Used to get thrown around my vinyl, not very looked after, scribbled on it with marker pen, marking where the start point is, and so pretty tatty.
Ian Thomas says, so sold most of my collection a couple of years ago for 1,500.
Yeah, it depends what you got. That's the thing. Yeah.
It's a dear topic, the music game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I play drums and I've paid like 300 quid for one cymbal. Just for one cymbal.
Well, I know these 1210s, these Mark IIs that I've got here, which were my turntable of choice back in the day, they were used when I was 20. I think I paid about £300 for them each. And that was a lot of money back then.
Yeah.
I bought this pair about 10 years ago for 300 quid. And now they're worth about 800 or 900 quid each now.
Yeah.
Because they don't make them anymore, and they lost the template and the files and everything that they used to make them. And they've got newer ones out now but people still want the old Mark II because they were just perfect,
Yeah. Yeah.
Luke wants to buy some invisible drums, don't you, Luke?
Yeah.
You ever seen that? Have you, Rick?
Those drumsticks, the USB drumsticks that you just bang in the air. Yeah, they look cool.
Yeah. They're about 200 quid. Because I struggle to practice at home because I've got kids and stuff, and I only practice at rehearsals. But they're just sticks and some pedals. You can just play in the air, put your headphones on.
Don't grab the wrong stick, Luke. It won't work.
Exactly.
It won't work.
Yeah, you can't put headphones on a drum kit, can you? That's the
No, not mine, no.
Martin says his new guitar cost him $1,899.
Must be a good one.
What's he got?
I don't know. Grateful Ant says he was poor, so he had Sound Labs ones.
Audio Technica, and they make a sort of pretty much a clone of the Technics.
Right.
But they do make good gear. These headphones are actually Audio Technica.
Right. So yeah, I just wondered what all the DJ bits were about at the back of you.
I was looking as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just do a bit now and again. Like I said, I've got a house. I think we're going to be organising an old school house afternoon somewhere local soon. And
All right.
we play a bit. I'm more of the funk and soul now. I've always been keen on hip hop, and like I said, I've gone down the funk and soul route about 15 years ago, and I haven't stopped finding gems, and I prefer that side of it to the hip hop these days.
When you DJ, do you wear a shell suit or not?
No, I haven't. I've never owned a shell suit.
Not Kevin and Perry.
It's
never owned.
It's
a
Eyeball
shell
Paul.
suit.
Eyeball Paul.
What, Miss Patterson? What?
Oi.
I thought it was only people in Liverpool that wore shell suits.
No, I had a shell suit.
Yeah, he moved out. It was a normal thing. He started there.
Calm down.
Now he's just a onesie man.
Right, so we are coming up to that time. So do go over to Modmaker site. Do have a look at the revival if you are fancying that. For a Met mod, it is quite nice, 21,700. And it isn't, up there with like costing loads of money. It is quite reasonably priced, so go over there and check it out. So yeah, thank you for joining us, Rick.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you, Rick.
Nice
So
one. No,
we will go around and say our goodbyes. We'll start with James.
Thanks, Benny. Rick, thanks
Hi,
for
James.
joining us. No, shut up, you fucking idiot. Thanks, Rick, for joining us. Nice to learn what you do. People in chat, you're all stars. I'll see you next week.
I'll shut up.
Yeah, you can shut up. Because I've got your fucking violin here. When you start fucking whinging. When you start fucking crying all the time. Right, I'll pass it over to Luke.
Cheers, JP. Hope everyone had a good Christmas and New Year. Thanks, Rick, for joining us. Interested in hearing about mechs, even I have no clue about mechs whatsoever. Thanks to the rest of casters and everyone in chat, and I'll pass it on to Hanky.
Thank you, Luke. I always say I'll pass it on to the gorgeous one, but you never say that to me, do you?
No,
Thanks,
Paul. Right. Thank you, Rick, for joining us. Boner. No, absolutely brilliant. I learned so much. I never really spoke to you. I've seen you at Expo, but I will approach you this time. So
Come and say hello next time. Yeah.
Yeah, I will do. I'll come and say hello and give you a hug and a reach around. Also, Benny, host with the most.
Oh, Coils is coming. Wait a minute. We're not off yet. We're not off yet.
No, he's all right. It doesn't matter. He's just got to shut up. Just mute his fucking mic. No.
That's why I don't put Linky straight away. He's gone again.
No. Yeah, Benny, host for the most. Gonna have another good year. Have a good year this year. 2024. It's your year, Benny.
Yes.
I'm not saying what for, but it will be. And Luke, JP, cheers for the laughs. And chat, you've been stars. I sound like JP's. Chat, you're fucking awesome. All right. And love you, Coil. Love you, Graham. But I prefer Graham more, boyfriend. And I'm going to pass it over to Modmaker to say his goodbyes.
Yeah, I was going to. Well, thanks and nice to meet all you guys. Thanks for inviting me on, Benny. And
I know it's not you, Coil. It's CC. Sorry.
eh?
CC's Coil's putting. It's not me. It's not me who jumped in. I know. I said, no, it was CC.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me on. And yeah, like the guys have said, if you fancy having a go at a mech, there's some on the site and they're low priced. So,
Are you staying for the after show? You're going to stay on here for a bit?
I'm going to get off. I've got work to do tomorrow. And
Yeah, no problems, mate.
Where do I contact you to then? Facebook?
On Facebook, yeah, that's what
Right.
I'm on most. Yeah.
All right, then. Cheers, buddy. Thank you very much.
No worries. Thank you very much.
Right, you've
No
got to pass
problems.
it on to the host for the most.
Pass it on to Benny.
Thank you very much. Like I say, Rick, thank you very much for coming out. Great to meet you in person down at the expo, and great to have a little chat with you down there. Because obviously, I am a little bit of a fan when you were on.
Cheers, buddy.
So it was nice to meet you. So yeah, it was nice to have a little bit of a chat. And like I say, for what you're doing and you do with Modmaker, I think it's fantastic. And people, I do think you should do that starter kit, definitely. 100%. You should definitely do it because people are in there saying, we'll get one. So whether they do or not, they might just say that, but you never know. Do you know what I mean? But, yeah,
I will when I can, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah. And hopefully I'll see you in May if you go down.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, I'll get busy.
Yeah, definitely. So thank you very much, everybody in chat, for joining us. Much appreciated. Keep us going with a little bit of chat that goes on. It is a new year, and we're going forward. We'll see what happens. 5 shows left, and they decide what I'm doing with this show. 5 shows, so stay tuned. We will be back next week. We haven't got a guest on next week, just be us chatting a little bit of bull. And thank you very much, and I hope you've had a good new year and all the best for 2024. And we'll see you again next week. Good night.
See ya. Bye.
Hello.
Are we still fucking live?
Yes.
Look at Luke, gay wave.